Alright, we are on the draw with Rug Delver. We technically can cast a spell with this hand because you can cast Shoal without paying its mana cost. However, we are going to mulligan because that's not a reason to keep that hand. This hand is significantly better because we have Delver and Shoal and all of our colors. We are not the only ones who mulliganed, which is at least somewhat comforting, and we don't want to draw that. So let's just get rid of it. Our opponent did not present a good Shoal target. That's the kind of deck that's not going to present a good Shoal target. Maybe we can Shoal a path on this Tarmogoyf. That'd be sweet. So let's jam a Delver in there and see what happens. Hopefully they crack a fetch land, because we might not get a land to buff this Goyf. That's a fetch land. Please, opponent. Aw, lame. I was hoping they'd do something like Helix Delver, then we slam Goyf very happily. This is an interesting spot, because we don't have much to do. We're gonna attack for 1. Because we may as well. And then I'm probably just going to Scour us. If this was turn 3, or if my opponent was about to take their 4th turn, I'd probably want to hold up Denial in case it's Jeskai Nahiri, something like that. In this situation, we're probably Scouring anyways, so we're gonna see what we draw, and maybe that's relevant to whatever we play. It's not, so we're just gonna put this down tapped. And if they give us a Shoal for 2 target, maybe we'll pitch that Snap. If they don't, maybe we won't. Still no lands in the yard, I guess? Cool. Still no lands in the yard. They might not be on Jeskai, it might be straight blue-white, which makes me not want to play our Tarmogoyf. Now I do want to play our Tarmogoyf. That's a pretty good reason to. It's possible I should have held that Scour to scry with Delver, but I don't know if that was necessary. I wanted to see what we could draw, but I guess there wasn't any card. Yeah, no, that was a misplay. There wasn't any card that we could have played profitably for green or red. Only 3 cards in the yard, so we couldn't have slammed Hoots. It's not like we run Swift Spear, and we couldn't get Blue Source plus another Delver, so that technically was a bad idea. Tech Edge is not something you usually see in a 3-color deck, so I think they are in fact on straight blue-white. I will happily show that off. Now we can Shoal for 2 while maintaining Snap. I don't really want to go for Snap Visions, because that taps us out of a lot of stuff. Oh, here comes a card. And Snap Visions just commits our Snapcaster to the board to die to the Supreme Verdict that I'm waiting on. And then we have just Goyf, whereas instead we could have Goyf plus Snap. And I don't think it'll really add to our clock. We have a 3-turn clock anyways. We're going to see what they do with that. Ooh, it is in fact Jeskai. That's kind of really greedy. We're going to get in there. Maybe they have a Restoration Angel. Maybe they don't, who knows. It's a Path to Exile, most likely targeting Tarmogoyf. Now, I kind of like this resolving because it means we get an island. I also kind of like trying to pitch Stubborn Denial, but that's a can of worms, so we're going to let that happen. Yep. We'll get one of these tapped. That's our second blue source. And now I feel at least a little bit better. Oh, Snapcaster Path? Wow, that's kind of very aggressive. We can shoal pitch shoal. We can't snap anything back with just the one blue source. We shoal pitch shoal or shoal pitch snap. Kind of want to hold up denial. Post combat, we're gonna slam Goyf. Yeah, we're gonna counter that Snapcaster. I would like to pay alternative costs. That pitch shoal. Goyf is now a 4/5. Now, we are at least somewhat committing into a supreme verdict in this spot by playing out every threat in our hand that isn't named Snapcaster Mage, because Snap is a 6-turn clock, and that ain't great. However, they just went for Path, Snap, Path to wipe our board, which means it's pretty unlikely that they had the verdict. So they would have to draw a verdict right here. And in exchange for giving up the percentage of games where they draw the verdict right now, we get to denial. So if they slam a Nahiri or anything like that, boom. They did not do anything, which is excellent. Mana Leak is a card I like drawing here. They don't have the ability to ramp up the Colonnade. They could Tech Edge, but, I mean, they take out our green source. I think that's the best thing they can do with a Tech Edge. Unless we tap for one of the counter spells and then they take out our other blue source. They're going to Bolt Delver. That turns our 2-turn clock into a 3-turn clock, and I don't like that. So we're not going to let it happen. We can still Mana Leak whatever big plays they have. So that's okay. And I would like to see them go to 5 this turn. Now we'll end step, and it's decently likely that they need their lands. I was thinking maybe they Tech Edge on our end step to make sure we can't counter anything, but it looks like that was not an option. If they do tap out for verdict, I'm going to very happily slam this Snapcaster Mage. I think that Helix is good enough in this spot. It makes our 1-turn clock a 2-turn clock. We're going to go for the leak. It's possible that they have a Path to Exile, although the way they tapped. No, they couldn't. And they quit the match. I don't know if they just rage quit, but there you go. Jeskai Control. Down a game against Rug Delver. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty good. Besides that Thought Scour play early on, I think the rest was pretty good. And let's go do another.